Welcome to the Computer Application Web Development Department at Columbia Gorge Community College, the Dalles, Oregon Mrs. Hewitt instructor. We were formerly called the CAS, Computer Applications Department, so you'll see that still in use a lot, but we're working on trying to get used to our new name. So given that, this little video is going to be probably used in a number of different courses, teaching you how to do a screenshot on a Windows computer. Everything I find on the internet makes it way too complicated, gives you tons of extra details, and really makes it much more of an effort than it needs to be. Now, depending on what you want to do, you may want to use snipping tools and some of those types of things if you're in Windows 10. But for most of you, you're just wanting to show to the instructor or maybe save a receipt from something you purchased online and you didn't want to have to print the receipt. You just want a screenshot of it, capture it on your screen. This is going to be perfect for that. So I have this image here that I want to save. I want to capture it. It could be a Word document. It could be, as I said, a receipt. It could be from a web search. It could be from just about anything. As long as it's on your screen, you can capture it this way. It's a very simple process. Simply put your finger on the Control key and the print screen key simultaneously. Now, you have to find the print screen key. It usually lives somewhere up in the upper right-hand corner, above the backspace, above an insert key, above your numlock key, all those types of things. Sometimes it says print screen, like in English. Other times it says PRTSC. They skipped all the vowels. Either way, you press the control, just go ahead and push it first, then press the print screen and let go. And then go to your document. You can use Word. There it is. Double click on it. It brings up this crop feature, and you can crop out things you don't want, like all your toolbar at the bottom. And there you go. You've got it. You can do it in PowerPoint. Again, double click, brings up the crop tool if you want to crop. Most times if you're just showing something, it isn't going to even matter if you bother to crop. But if it's super small and you need to make it larger, by cropping, that usually gives you the extra space to go grab a corner and pull the item and make it larger. So if you're trying to save something small, that crop can help. If you don't have Microsoft Office on your machine, it's not being used in the particular class we're discussing, you can also use Wordpad. It will do the same thing, except you don't get the option to do as much cropping with it. And so you're going to have to just kind of go with it as it is. You'll also notice that the quality isn't as good for whatever reason. It just doesn't do as nice of job as the other two programs do, but it will allow you to get, I did it a second time just to see if it did it any better the second time, and I think we can pretty safely say no. So when you go to save it up here, you do need to make sure you do a save as rich text format. If you do the plain text, like in some classes we've talked about using plain text, you will lose the images. They will take it out, so you want to stick with the rich text format. I think that pretty well gets you through how to do a screenshot in Windows. It's fairly simple. This can also be painted or copied and pasted into Paint or some other types of programs. So like Paint would come up right here. Yeah. It's not going to open the whole Paint. It's just going to let me bring a drawing from Paint in. But if you opened Paint, you could then put it in there too to edit it, change it, whatever. But like I said, for most uses, most of the time, we just need to capture what's on the screen, and that's how you can do that.